on EA Sports. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
On play action. Now McCarthy. That's complete to Chandler on the check down.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
To throw is Goff. Here's a diving catch right side. 22 yards there, a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
Now they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And in order to improve their ranking and play the kind of game that they want, they've got to continue to make plays like the one we just saw there. Because if you stop these teams a few times along the way, maybe some frustration kicks in. And all of a sudden, not only does your ranking improve, but but your game performance does as well.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43.
The give, right side for Gibbs. And he's got it to about the 40. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the 50, it's gone. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Goff now looking to throw.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Now they'll audible to something else. Looking to throw McCarthy.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Now McCarthy.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
To the air with McCarthy. A quick throw finds T.J. Hockenson.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flush to his right. Oh, dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 31-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Goff going to move his guys around a bit. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion goes Raymond.
Goff.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You let them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? How about what you just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Goff. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Goff.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led it too far, incomplete.
gun. Here's Goff.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's McCarthy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's gone.
Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
A toss out right to Gibbs.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
2nd and 10.
Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. McCarthy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Goff now to throw.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
This is a half of not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Here's Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd down and 6 now.
Looking to throw. McCarthy.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The final shot before break. McCarthy. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Finding Hawkinson here on the out route.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Goff now looking to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Badgley on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
To the air with McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Here's 2nd and 7.
An inside give to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On play action. Now McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 7.
They'll try the right side with Jones. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
That ball caught. It's chosen.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15.
Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Brought down around the 16 or 17, showing some tough running there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
To throw is Goff.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Again, Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
58 yards.
And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Throwing is McCarthy.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 71 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Out of the gun. Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibbs. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Goff now looks to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 24 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Throw caught by Raymond.
So no gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Here's McCarthy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
McCarthy operating from the gun. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33.
That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
In motion right is Addison.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy
looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jones. 26 yards.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Powering his way forward.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
55 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
Now gone. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Goff. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Following the fumble recovery, McCarthy.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Looking to throw McCarthy. That's caught by Chosen. Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Robbie Chosen.
76 yards.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Finds Gibbs on a check down.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. On 4th down, Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
What kind of fortitude does it take to go for it on 4th down late in the fourth quarter, knowing that a turnover on downs could turn out to cost you the football game? I don't know if I could have made that call if I was down on the sideline. That's as gutsy as they come, and it may just seal them the victory.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here's Goff.
That's complete to the Porter.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Gibbs looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Detroit, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles...